Super Girly Gamer here on the Abigail Walker channel, and today's video is another video on a book review, and I've never done this before, but yeah, and I'm doing the Naughtiest Girl in the School, but I'm on book 2. Book 1 was really awesome. It was boring to start off with, but it was awesome. Starting to get on the second quarter, so there's half of the book, so let's get reading. We're on book 2, The Naughtiest Girl again, and let me read the blurb. The naughtiest girl is in the school is back, and this term she's trying to be good, but someone wants to spoil things for her, and they're not going to let her forget how she got her nickname. And her nickname is the Bold Bad Girl, but her real name's Elizabeth Allen. And guys, I'm sorry about the screen. I've got this screen recorder, and as you can see it there, AZ screen recorder. But as I'm not recording with my screen, I'm just reading a book to you guys, I'll have to keep it on that. So, yeah. So, Chapter 1. Back at Wakefield. Elizabeth was excited. The long summer holidays were almost over, and it was time to think of going back to school. Her mother, Mrs. Allen, was busy getting all of her things ready, and Elizabeth was helping her to pack the big trunk. "Oh, Mummy, it's fun to think I'll see all my friends again soon," said Elizabeth. "It's lovely to be going back to Wakefield School once more. The winter term ought to be great fun." Her mother looked at Elizabeth and laughed. "Elizabeth," she said, "do you remember what a fuss you made about going away to school for the first time last term? You do remember how you said you would be so naughty and disobedient that you would soon be sent back home again? I'm glad to see you so happy this term, looking forward to going back." "Yes, I was stupid and silly," said Elizabeth, going red as she remembered herself a few months back. "Goodness, when I remember things I said and did. Do you know, I wouldn't even share the cakes and things I took back, and I was so awfully rude and naughty in class, and I just wouldn't go to bed at the right time, or do anything I was told. I was quite determined to be sent back home." Guys, I'm stopping there for a sec. I just want to tell you there'll be a lot of series in that, so I'll try and read a chapter every video, but 15 minutes a chapter, and these are big chapters. I don't know if I can do it, but I promise I'll go up to book 10, as I'm on book 2. Let's carry on. And after, all you weren't sent back because you found you wanted to stay, said Mrs. Allen, with a smile. Well, I hope you won't be the naughtiest girl in school this term." "I don't expect I shall," said Elizabeth. "I shan't be the best either, because I do fly into tempers. You know, I don't think before I speak. I'm sure to get into trouble of some sort, but never mind, I'll get out of it again, and I'll really do my best this term." "Good girl," said her mother, shutting down the lid of the trunk. "Now look, Elizabeth, this is your tuck box. I've put a tin of toffees in, a big chocolate cake, a tin of shortbread, and a large pot of blackcurrant jam. That's all I can get in, but I think it's enough, don't you?" "Oh, yes, thank you, Mummy," said Elizabeth joyfully. "The others will love all those. I wonder if Joan's mother will give her a tuck box this term." Joan was Elizabeth's friend. She had been to stay with Elizabeth in the summer holidays, and the two had had a lovely time together. Then Joan had gone back home again for the week or two before school began. Elizabeth was looking forward to seeing her friend again. What fun to sleep in the same dormitory together, to sit in the same form and play the same games. Elizabeth had told her mother all about Wakefield School. It was a school for boys and girls together, and the children ruled themselves and were seldom punished by the masters or mistresses. Every week a big school meeting was held, and all the children had to attend. The head boy and girl were the judges, and 12 monitors chosen by the children themselves were the jury. Any grumbles or complaints had to be brought to the meeting, and if any child had behaved wrongly, the children themselves thought out a suitable punishment. Poor Elizabeth had suffered badly at the weekly meetings, for she had been so naughty and disobedient, and had broken every rule in the school. But now she had come to see that good behaviour was the best, not only for herself, but for the whole school too. And she was very, very much looking forward to everything. Perhaps this term she could show how good she could be, instead of just how naughty. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit... Right. She was to leave the next day. Everything was packed up, and she had new lacrosse stick and a new hockey stick, for both games were played at Wakefield. Elizabeth was very proud of these. She had never played either game before, but she had meant to be very good indeed at them. How she would run! What a lot of goals she would shoot! Her mother would take her up to London to catch the train, and that was ready to take her on the other girls and boys to the school. Elizabeth danced on to the London platform and cried out loud in delight to see all of her friends waiting there. "Joan, you're the first. Oh, wait, guys. Joan, Joan, you're here first. How do you do, Mrs. Townsend? Have you come to see Joan off?" "Yes," said Miss Townsend. "How do you do, Mrs. Allen? I'm glad to see the naughtiest girl in the school looking so delighted to be back at Wakefield again." "Oh, don't tease me," said Elizabeth. "I'm not the naughtiest girl any more. Oh, look, there's Nora! 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 Did you have a good holidays?" Nora, tall and dark, turned and waved to Elizabeth. "Hello, kid," she said. "So you're coming back again, are you? Dear, dear, we shall have to make a whole set of new rules for you, I expect." Mrs. Townsend laughed. "There you are, Elizabeth," she said. "Everybody will tease you. There you are, Elizabeth. Everybody will tease you. They will find it hard to forget how naughty you were in the first term last term in Wakefield." "Look, there's Harry," cried Joan. "Harry, you know, those rabbits you gave Elizabeth and me last term? Well, they're grown up now, and they've got babies of their own. I've got 2 of them with me to take back to school for my own pets." "Good," said Harry. "Hello, Elizabeth. How brown are you?" "Hi, John. Here's Elizabeth. You'd better start planning your winter gardening with her." John Terry came up. He was a tall, strong boy, about 12 years old, so fond of gardening that he was head of the school garden under Mr. Johns, a master. He and Elizabeth had planned all kinds of things for the winter term. "Hello, Elizabeth," he said. "Have you brought a gardening book you promised?" "Good. Well, have some fun this term, digging and burning up rubbish." Guys, I think I should stop here. I didn't get to the end of the chapter, but if we go any further, over 15 minutes, and I know that's a long while, I will not be able to post this video. So I hope you like the Naughtiest Girl part. There's going to be a part 2 in a bit. So, see you guys.